Where you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing. Where do you come from? Where are you going? What are you feeling tonight? And what are you showing? Where do you come from? 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 Where you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing.
And we're doing it live. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. This is The Download, a weekly roundtable podcast where we chat everything going on with gaming and technology. This week, thanks for tuning in. I've got an all-star panel joining me, leveling up and adding points to our high score. We got Callie Drew Voss, Wilson, Gem Maker, SPG, and Ray the Gaming Cyborg. So let's go through what everybody's been gaming on this week, and like I like to start the show with, and then we'll get on to the news. So, Callie, what have you been gaming on? I think I've seen you on some Killer Clowns, if I'm not mistaken. 3, 2, 1. All right, Callie has stepped away, but that's all right. Wilson, what have you been gaming on this week?
Multiverses, like we all have, or like we've all been trying to anyway. The servers on that game need a few kinks ironing out, don't they? But other than that, what else have I been playing? But Dead by Daylight. Do you know what else I checked out? Was that Immortals of Avium that came to Game Pass, and I'm pleasantly surprised by it. Pleasantly surprised.
Hello.
Hey, Callie, what have you been gaming on this week?
Hey, yeah, I've been gaming on Multiverses and Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm jealous that you have so many characters in Multiverses, I will say.
It's playing the beta.
Yeah, well, beta / first release. I don't know what we want to call that, but I do love the Super Smash Brothers feel. It is a lot of fun, and I just wish they had more people on a team. I hate that it limits it to only 2. Like, if we get 3v3s or even 4v4s, that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be too hectic. Or 3v3 on
oh, Super
stages.
Smash.
That would be insane.
That's how they do it there.
Do they have 3v3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You can have up to 8 people, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
If I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
in the
Gem,
future, maybe.
moving down the list, thanks for joining us this week. What have you been gaming on? Let people know.
I've been mostly gaming on Helldivers 2. I've put in so much hours into that. I only have 1 upgrade left, and then I've 100%ed the game.
Oh, wow. Yes. Well, if you need help on that last achievement, we're there to help you out. I believe Maker and I have both got the platinum on Helldivers, so It's an awesome one, I will say. Maker, what have you been gaming on?
Well, multiverses like everyone else. I just platinumed what's it called? Chance of Sonar. I finished. I got that last night, and I moved on to Hellblade 2. Gonna try and knock it out and finish it. I'm about halfway through that game.
Sweet.
Yeah, and that's about it for me.
Although you can't platinum Hellblade 2 just yet. You'll have to wait for that one.
Nah, I'll knock it out.
No, I mean, you can only get 100% for now.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean by platinum.
Oh, no. You can only platinum on a Sony PlayStation. You can't platinum on any other.
God.
Come on.
Whatever, bro.
You can't.
Nah.
Listen,
How
if
far
you...
into the show are we? How far? Listen yourself.
Not far
bro.
enough.
6 minutes is what my phone registers.
Yeah.
6 minutes.
Well, I had to get through the intro. Yeah. And that's including the title. Listen, I would have opened up with Astro's trailer if I had enough time. It just would have been Astro's trailer. The download starting now. But let's keep moving on. SPG, what have you been gaming on this week?
Not much, to be frank. I finished Fallout 4 playthrough with the Brotherhood of Steel. I also lived up to my moniker. I got pwned. I got my shit pushed in on some X-Defiant, which I'm probably uninstalling. And played just a little bit of Multiverses. That's about it, man. Ain't been up to much.
Well, also, don't forget, you've been helping me rake in some cashish in the Wild West of Red Dead. So look forward to using that cash for some good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want you to earn as much money as you can, and I'm gonna take it from you at the poker table. Let's do this.
Oh wow! Oh, the challenge is accepted. Ray, what's been going on?
Oh man, I've been playing a lot of the multiverses. I'm really loving that game, going through the rifts and unlocking stuff. Great game. Shout out to I think Callie got me into that because I played the beta a while back and I wasn't, but I'm really loving it. And then this morning I played the Rogue Prince of Persia. Shout out to GeForce Now for hooking me up with that. Game is awesome, and it says Rogue in it, but come on, if I'm playing it and I'm enjoying it, you guys, would dominate that game. So that's what I've been playing.
Yeah, I look forward to jumping into it. Tried to get into it last night. I was getting some error messages, but if you are a GeForce Now user, it is up and running as of this morning. So I look forward to getting back into it and getting my Rogue on, because it's been a little bit since I've played a Risk of Rain or a Returnal. So I look forward to seeing something new in the genre. Well, that's been an awesome intro to see what everyone's been gaming on. Let's jump into everyone's favorite topic this week, and that was PlayStation's Showcase. We saw many Game of the Years, excellent game ideas brought forward, brilliant minds really creating entertainment on the next forefront of consoles and what we can really expect to see. And I think it was great. Awesome experience, a state of play. I hope to see more in the future, just like this one. We started off with Concord. There are some mixed thoughts around the Concord table. All right, people are just saying, oh, this is an Overwatch clone. It's Destiny 2 mixed with PvP. But I see it as something different. This is an experience where the elements of gameplay seem to have been brought up. It looks to me as good as the finals in terms of evolving that gameplay. And what you see here also is an entertainment franchise. So they're going to give you story after story, week after week of entertaining content. So I look forward to the mix. I think it's something fairly new in this space, and we'll see how it does
New?
because
This thing has been
Sony
this
is
dude,
great at
this idea has been
storytelling.
beaten to death.
Hold on.
Go for it. Go for it. I'll open it up now.
No, listen, bro. I'm just saying, man. This idea has been beaten to death. The premise, the formula. You can add a little bit. You could subtract a little bit. It is still, in my opinion, an outdated formula. This live service thing. You're saying that people are going to tune in every week to see a story that you're going to understand the characters around. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. They might as well have made a movie and then released a game after it. It doesn't really make sense to me. I'll leave it there, I guess. But sorry to interrupt you, but dude, come on. There's nothing new here. This isn't new ground. We saw two games that were almost identical. Marvel Rivals and this. In my mind,
No,
they're almost
Marvel
identical.
Rivals was a
Drew,
third-person
can I ask,
perspective.
is it not just Destiny's Crucible? Because it kind of looks like Destiny's Crucible.
It is not. There are many different what do they call these people? They call them
Ponies?
no.
Typically they're called like hero shooters, right?
Right, where you're like Rainbow Six,
have a
there's
character
different
that you play.
operators. There's different
MOBA,
operators.
That's what it is, right?
And what I see them trying to do is fill a gap in the console market where the PC market has already solidified that it works. So PC gamers say yes to this
Overwatch
type of
exists.
gameplay. Yeah. And that's
Overwatch
what
exists. That's a first person hero shooter.
Yeah.
exactly.
Even Destiny is very much the same style of fighting. I mean, it isn't the same.
It's not the
It's
same.
similar, but not the same.
Specialists, but
Yeah, Destiny is a massive MMO with
but the
PvP
Crucible
elements
part of
tagged
Destiny,
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So if you stripped away the whole of what Destiny is, all of its its bells and whistles, and just made its PvP, this is kind of similar to that.
It's
Do you wanna know something
different
funny?
in base aspects though. That the fact that there's different
Let me
operators.
be as brutal as I can. This looks like Suicide Squad kills the Justice League to me. So does Marvel Rivals.
Okay, but
I won't
it's
go
different
there. I'm not gonna
operators,
go there.
not just like having a warlock and a titan who've got different subclasses as well. Like it just kind of looks like Destiny Crucible. The more I watch it, it just looks like Crucible.
I also wanted to say something. To me, I think the biggest mistake is that this game will be a premium game and that you're gonna have to pay to even buy the game, and compared to like a lot of these other ones who've gone free to play. Like I know people brought up Marvel Rivals, which will be free to play.
Yeah, Destiny
And
2.
Overwatch is free to play.
Yeah, they're all free
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah. I think that's going to be their biggest hurdle. Like, I don't think people are just going to sign up or like going to just buy this untested like big multiplayer game when there's so many others that are free to play right now.
I think the console people are looking for an Overwatch, and I think there is a certain segment of the population that will turn to this, or perhaps Overwatch players with a PlayStation 5 will turn to this and say, "Oh, let's try something new." And whether or not it hooks people will be up to the gameplay.
Hey, I have a question for Jem. Jem, as soon as that movie cutscene ended and you saw the game, what was your reaction?
I didn't even need to see the game. The moment that trailer ended and the developer said 5v5 PvP, I went from 100 to a 0 immediately. I was like, yeah, I'm not even.
Here,
I agree. I agree with you, Jim.
Can I do something? Can I do something? Games have always I'll stop. I mean, there's games that copy games that copy games that copy games because it's part of that genre. But my thing is this: I'm open to it as long as there's something that is innovating and different. I have to agree with the panel, especially SPG. As soon as the cinema was over with, I was like, "This is Overwatch with Destiny." But I will give it a chance if they do something different. If it's something different, something that makes me, want to play it. But honestly, I I don't know, man. I just think it's like Overwatch with Guardians of the Galaxy humor, and that's what I got from it.
I want to something that kind of like further backs the claim. Like you would think, like if there's some hype behind it, this trailer would be tracking like higher, right? Um, on the PlayStation page, you can actually see all the different trailers. That game about the Mirrorland has more views than Concord does. Um, and Astrobot has double the views, and the highest viewed one is actually Monster Hunter Wilds. That is a existing franchise.
Maybe it's because the trailer they showed is actual gameplay of, there's no false advertising here. You get what you see basically.
Well, they're providing you what you see, so there's going to be an entertainment aspect to it. So I think
What I
Sony's storytelling, when put to the test, always does very well. So I wouldn't undercount Sony's storytelling abilities here. I think they'll
I agree. I agree.
create an
PlayStation.
intriguing premise here that may draw people in literally just to watch the show and not play the game. I could
But
definitely see
they
that
just put it
happening.
on YouTube. Why do I have to get
Yeah,
there?
exactly. They'll watch it on YouTube, but the content will still be consumed. I think there's many aspects to look at this.
The
I
thing is, I don't have a problem that it's an Overwatch clone. I love Overwatch. Got 2,000 hours in Overwatch. I'm a big fan of Overwatch. What I didn't like was that I watched the trailer first. I didn't even know what Concord was until this morning. Like I woke up, I didn't watch the PlayStation event. I just woke up, saw a few trailers on my YouTube feed. I clicked on Concord. I watched the 3-minute trailer. I'm like, damn, this game looks bloody amazing. And look at the graphics. It reminds me of Ratchet and Clank. You can see like all these little Pixar level of details. And then the guy just ends up saying 5v5 PvP. I'm like, oh no, what are you doing? I want the game in the trailer, not this other thing you're talking about. Then they show you the gameplay. I'm like, okay, the gameplay is like Overwatch. If they had just shown me that in the beginning, I might have been interested. But they showed me this amazing cinematic where I'm like, dude, I want to play that cinematic. I don't want to play the actual game. I just want to play what's in that cinematic. Like again, was this when they first announced it? There was no false advertisement with Ratchet and Clank's Rift Apart trailer, because what you saw in the cinematic trailer was exactly the same as what the gameplay was. So that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about Concord.
No, I get what
I
you're
think at the end
saying,
of the day,
and
is cinematic
everyone can.
trailer is
Oh, Bjorn, welcome to the show.
hello, snuck in here. I mean, at the end of the day, a cinematic trailer is like it has its sole purpose is to sell you on
Actually,
the vibe and the storyline,
yeah.
and then but that also means that the gameplay needs to connect with that. So, like you can't have like sell people on a storyline and a concept and a vibe and a theme and then not deliver.
I
Or the
agree.
cinematic trailer can't have nothing to do with the actual game. Like,
Yeah,
except that, these are the same characters that are actually in that, but the cutscenes aren't going to be actually connected to any gameplay. That's the type of stuff that I don't like. And I get what you're saying, Jem. It felt like
yeah. For example,
a bait and
Le-
switch kind of.
yeah, and for example, League of Legends does cinematic trailers, and in their trailers, it's always a 5v5 people fighting each other. I don't need
yeah.
to know it's a MOBA, but I do see in their cinematic trailer that it's 5v5, and when they show the actual gameplay of League of Legends, the graphics looks nothing like the trailer. But I'm not disappointed because the trailer already gives me the concept of what the game is about. If Concord trailer was literally about 5v5 people fighting with the same graphics and stuff, at least I would be like, right at the beginning, I'd be like, okay, this is like Overwatch. It's
Or,
just
or,
straight up false advertising. What they showed in the cinematic trailer is definitely not what the game is. It's
Well,
just
they
two different
they
games.
wanted to build up characters and show you that each character is going to have rich
Yeah, I can
backstories
agree with
versus
that.
showing that they're going to combat. But we got Cowboy here coming on in. Thanks for coming into the panel. Any thoughts on Concord and what we saw yesterday?
Yeah, I'll say this for all the people that has a problem with trailers, it's a video game, and this is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to try to have some type of hook for the characters. Here's the thing: one of the things we can't stand is when you play a video game and the characters feel dead. In versus games, PvP, the characters don't do nothing but shoot. So if you have something extra to make you care about that character, for instance, right, when you play any game, right? why do you want to use that character, right? Does the character look cool? Does the character have a cool story? So I just think for me, they're going the extra mile to try to make you care about which character you choose. I think we're looking at it, we're over judging this, and it's a video game off of, oh man, the trailer looked like, the different gameplay. So if I watch Fight Club, do I want every part of the movie to be only him fighting? No, some points I want him talking and walking around, and I just think it's that simple. They're just
Right, but in
making
the game, the characters are still going to feel dead. The only way you're going to get any life and vibrancy out of those characters is when you're watching the cutscene. I think that's
no,
a problem.
here's the problem, or here's not the lack thereof problem. Do you say that for Call of Duty? Like when the characters are shooting, that's it's just a 5v5 shooter. So it's just like Destiny or it's like anything else. That's what the gameplay is. So what you guys separate is the trailer from the gameplay. Like how do you want the gameplay to be cinematic? You want when they start shooting, then it go into a cutscene in the middle of it? No, because you don't want to interrupt the gameplay. I
To be
think
fair,
when you
you can
guys
have cinematic gameplay without doing cutscenes. Just look
Right.
at
But my point is
Helldivers
this,
2.
though. You can't have Call of Duty, right? Or
okay.
let's just say Battlefield 5, and then have a cinematic trailer that shows Bad Company interacting and hanging out and doing the thing, and then, like, because it's not that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what Jem's point is, I think.
You can also say like have voice lines like between different characters to like create that kind of vibe. I believe Overwatch also has like voice lines depending on like who you have on your team, and they'll like banter a little bit. I would have liked to have seen that in the gameplay trailer, but I didn't see any of that.
I think an issue for the game is that it's basically going into a saturated market with some big heavy hitters, like not just one but several. And it's kind of the same thing as with MMOs. Like if you don't want to do an MMO, you kind of gotta go out there and be like, hey, so we know you've invested 10,000 hours into World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy. So you want to show them why yours is similar enough that they will feel right at home, while also showing why yours is different. But if it's too different, then you're not gonna like capture that same core audience because they're not gonna like what they see. And if it's too similar, then why should they leave those 10,000 hours behind? Like you gotta like if you go into a market with a game into a market where that already has a lot of competition of similar style games, you need to be like spot on. You need to do
But
exactly the same thing the others do, but better, and so much
that's
better
what
so that
that's
that it
A
offsets
lot of
the
the time,
is it
incredible
is
amount
it
of hours.
is it safe to say that's with every single game that comes out? Like what game is original? What's the last game you played that wasn't similar to something? I mean
I don't play
that
games.
what
You
no, I'm
don't
just
very
saying
often play novel experiences nowadays, do you? They're all very samey.
they
They're
are.
all typically very same.
Even if you
Because
even if you do but like even if you do something similar to someone else, you need to do so much better than so incredible much better that it makes sense for
But that
people to leave those hundreds of hours behind. I think the best example like so far this year is probably Helldivers.
Hyperspace.
Apart from their
Hyperspace. Where's
do you know what's going to be
hyperspace?
great though? Rue, do you know when the final of Destiny 2 releases? It's before this comes out,
June
correct?
4th, next
June
week.
4th. Yeah.
So yeah, so months before this comes out, because this is due out at the end of the year, right?
No, this is the beta is
September?
going to be July, and I believe it was talking about August or September.
It might be
Okay.
August.
but that's like
Launching
that's
August 23rd on
I
PS5.
just think it isn't Destiny IP exactly, but everyone knows that it's Destiny's next thing. It's Destiny people's next thing. It's
Yeah,
Bungie's
it's
next. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So it's got a baked in audience. It's already got people. It's like it's not like a new. It's not like
I got the
Stadia
call,
coming
guys.
into the
there's
gaming
a
Sorry.
difference
market.
though, David,
You know
between
what I
an
mean?
audience. There's a massive difference between an audience and and a fan base. Like a fan base
I
doesn't
just
mean
think
that they like if the
I
game is not like a lot of the Destiny fan base and the Destiny audience is fans of the Destiny style gameplay, which this won't be. So they will be like, oh yeah, I mean I love Destiny, I'll give it a try. I think millions will give it a try, but I think in terms of an actual stay behind audience,
So
they're
they're
going
about
going
to.
to
I
have to
just
compete
don't
with
think they have
their
to worry
competitors.
too much about
All right,
success.
Rudix.
I think
so
Destiny
So are
is
they about to
gentlemen,
release the end of Destiny
so
2?
so gentlemen, Rudix is on the phone. I am now the moderator. So go.
Okay,
SVU.
so this is the last DLC
Hey.
for Destiny 2.
I don't
Yes,
think
yeah.
so.
This is the end of Destiny 2. Yeah, they've said
Wow.
this is
So
the end
are
this
of
you
is
the.
what
trying? Hold on,
Sony's
hold on,
been waiting for. After this,
hold
they're
on,
going to dissolve Bungie. Okay,
hold
I
on.
got you.
Are you trying to say Destiny's gonna end? Because I thought that one last video they had, they said they have no sight, no end in sight.
Well,
I think
since
this
So
is
Rudy's
what
just
they've
gone, I
said
had to
is there
slip
is
that
no
in.
more major chapters going to come out. There's no more DLCs or chapters. They may continue with small seasonal changes. They may still have
Yeah,
a
it's a
small
skeleton
seasonal
crew going
story
forward.
that
Keep it
they
alive.
update with new
So
skins. They may
their
still
Destiny.
cycle
So
old
they
missions
already
and new
reached.
missions again. Sorry?
I said so they made it to their destiny, and now it's
I-
over.
Yeah,
I think
essentially, yeah.
Okay.
But that clears up the whole production team to be able to look at dun dun dun
Marathon.
Concord and
All right.
when they go full
No,
barrel
wait,
into
whoa.
it. And yes, it's
Whoa, whoa,
very
whoa,
much
whoa,
an
wait.
Overwatch clone.
yeah, he got it wrong.
Wait.
Concord isn't Bungie.
But yeah, Concord is not made by
You're
Bungie.
thinking about
Concord,
Marathon. Yeah, you're thinking about Marathon.
you're thinking Marathon.
Yeah.
Marathon is
Think of
Oh,
Marathon.
is it the
Yeah.
not the
Gen-
Destiny people? Is it?
No, this
Gentlemen,
is
gentlemen,
no,
gentlemen,
Come on.
gentlemen,
not at all.
gentlemen. We do have other topics.
yeah. I did want to briefly.
Any less? Okay, hurry up because we got other topics.
I just wanted to say
I'm late to the show.
I we're talking about Concord right now.
Oh, I thought we
to
were
me,
talking about the PlayStation show again.
to me, the studio was only founded in 2018, and since the studio is not like it doesn't have a solid footing on like what it is or who it is, I think they really need to nail this like out of the park, and I feel like there's a lot of people hesitant. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. They do have a beta, and we'll see if people love it, and that might change it, right? You never know.
Yep. Look at all the
We'll see.
people who
All
like
right.
X Defiance now, and everybody said that was going to be dead on arrival. So
All right. Well, thank you, Maker. Thank you, gentlemen. On to the next topic that he has on here. Astrobot arrives on the PS5 September 6th. Any thoughts on Astrobot's arrival? What did you
Day
think
one
of the
purchase.
trailer?
Oh, I'm going to have to buy a PS5 now. Mark it on your calendar.
Someone has to nay for Rue's sake here. Someone has to give it a good old.
Dude,
Rudig's ain't here, so I'm going to talk some shit, bro.
I mean,
is it going to PC or is it?
No, it's not coming to PC, unfortunately.
it's,
Oh, so
I
it's
mean,
only
like
PS5?
looking back at the previous Astrobots, like the one that comes bundled with PS5, that is unironically one of the best PlayStation titles ever. So, like, if they just do like continue this where they left off, basically, I don't
Should I
see
wait
why
4 to
this
5
would not
years
be
for it
it.
to come to PC? I just
No,
I
like,
know.
these won't come at all. Like, I think none of the
Oh.
Astrobot games have come to PC so
But I
far.
thought PlayStation was all
Um,
about multi-platforms and whatnot.
Yeah, but the
now.
theme of the game is literally all about PlayStation. I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's weird
literally
if
for
it
like the
comes to
whole-
PC.
PlayStation lovers. It's
I would
Robot-
love
Oh,
it.
I know. I'm
just-
just making fun of.
Yeah,
the
I would love
fact
it to
that
be
I
on
can't afford it.
PC, but it's it would feel weird.
Let me say this, like I did earlier. That was the most polished that looked complete and ready to ship game that we saw.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
it
I
did
will
look
say that.
impressive.
I will say that. But I mean, you guys already know what game I'm sold on 100%. If I have to go buy a PS5, I'm totally doing it for one game only.
Is that that anime game with the princess?
No. Come on now, it's game of the year material.
All right. So any Astrobot players.
Yeah, can I?
Astrobot?
Yeah,
I have.
can I actually say something?
Go ahead, Cowboy.
After Vet
Cowboy.
finished his comedy show.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't think Astrobot. I don't think Astrobot, the one that came on the PS5, was like a great game because I felt like it was a tech demo. What I think it was great was it was a tech demo. It made the controller. I think out of every game I ever played, nothing felt as good as the Astrobot demo. So I think if they could take everything you feel in that demo and add every single parts of that into an actual game that they showed, because they showed flying and shooting and all that. If as you're twisting in the air and flying over water, if your controller feels all those vibrations and lights up and do everything, I think they're gonna have something amazing on their hands. But I think if it doesn't do that as good as the demo did, then I think it's gonna be a missed opportunity. That's my thought. So I got excited for it only because of how great that demo was, and I was like, "Whoa, a whole game like this would be pretty amazing." So
I mean, let's
Let's
put it this way: my kids have both each on separately finished the entire game. I think like 90% completion, both of them, and they still go back to play more, like of the tech demo. And the VR game that came out back for the with PSVR in the PS4 era was also amazing. Like I think, it wouldn't surprise me if they have basically been since they launched the tech demo, just been working at this since then.
Yeah.
Same team.
Yeah, I could see that. I hope that they do nail it. Like I did really like the demo that they had on the PS5. I didn't really play the PS4 one. Never really had like a huge interest for it. But they as like Cowboy said, they nailed the features on the controller, and I think they need to execute on that and like make sure that that's a really big feature. I just don't know. I just don't know how well it's going to do sales wise because the other one came bundled with the PS5. But I'm curious about
I think
that. I won't.
Sony's expectation is that this is going to be their like. I think they had hopes with Sackboy that Sackboy would be their Mario, and I think it kind of underperformed. I think they are now looking for Astrobot to be the next Mario for them.
I can see it.
Do you know what else? It also reminds me. Have any of you played that game Grow Up? The Ubisoft game came out in 2015, 2016.
No, but we're talking about Astro Boy. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm saying it reminds me of Grow Up. It looks very similar to that.
Rudigs ain't
It
here to
looks like a
moderate.
better,
I'm
more
sorry.
developed
Hold on,
version.
No, that is very different.
Hold on.
What an ass, bro. What an ass. I gotta say one thing on the topic. One thing.
Wow.
I know we have our differences, Wilson, but you don't need to tell me to grow up. I don't want to grow up. I want to be a kid.
All right, gentlemen, we still
No, none of you
look. We
played
got
it.
it's
Really,
an hour.
very
It's an
similar.
hour. It's an hour show, guys. So we got to keep it rolling. Any last talks about Astrobot? Because I'm about to move on to the
What
next
other
topic.
PlayStation topics we
It
All
talked
right.
looks
about?
very similar.
So
Hey,
the next.
That's my thoughts on it.
Hey Ray,
Thank
can I
you,
just
thank you,
say
David.
I'm about to jump off. I gotta go back to work. But you guys are epic, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. If I don't talk to you guys, I know you are, Vet. All right, later, guys.
See you
All right,
later,
thank you,
Cowboy.
Cowboy. You guys make sure you follow the Cowboys content. Guys, we're gonna move over to the next one. He's got here on the list. It's the Marvel Rivals. You got the beta. Any of you guys gonna be playing the beta? Anybody gonna be playing Marvel
When's the
Rival
beta out?
betas?
I will
I'm
try
buying
out
that
the
day
beta.
one. I am
Yeah,
buying it day one.
it's
and,
free.
When's the beta?
That's how good it is. I'm willing to pay them money for a free
I'm gonna
game.
pre-order a free-to-play game.
He's like, I'm laying my money down. You don't have to. I'm doing it anyway.
I'm sending my wallet to China.
I mean, when I saw the video, I was like, I don't know. But then I started seeing people.
Don't let him fool you all. Ray was
But
texting me saying game of the year.
yeah, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. But then I actually watched some people that actually already played alphas and betas on it, and they said it's really really good. I don't know. It looks like another Overwatch with Marvel
I'm just kidding,
superheroes.
folks. That is, if anybody that wants to
But I
play
like
that,
Marvel.
But
But-
do you like to spend money? Because that's what that game is. That is a glorified money game. All you're going to be doing is investing into that shit because it's going to be a pay to win. There's going to be pay for this, pay for that. It's just another game.
The thing is, it's probably not going to be pay to win. PvP nowadays, pay to win is almost taboo.
Listen,
I
drank a tall glass of haterade.
If you make your
Skip me.
PvP games nowadays pay to win,
is a
they
free
are
to play-
bound to fail.
But if it is a free to play game, it's trying to copycat the Fortnite method. That's literally
Yeah,
what
and
this
Fortnite isn't pay to win.
Fortnite is not pay to win.
There's,
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
pay to win in PvP anymore because it will make your game fail.
Pay to
The
look
last
cool.
notable game that was a pay to
Yeah.
win PvP
Oh.
was Battlefront, and look at what happened to that. It got shit on left, right, and center, and left in the dirt because of its pay to win features.
No, I'm just saying.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, when they released the new version of it, it was pay to win. So if you spent money, you could unlock perk cards that other people couldn't. You could unlock bloody characters and Jedi that other people couldn't. And the game was pay to win. It was completely pay to win, and because of that, it lost its audience almost instantly.
Well, let me recorrect that. Let me restate it. It's not pay to win, but it is definitely a pay to buy game. You're going to get it for free, and then it's going to be like, oh, you want this skin, so your character looks like this. Let's buy that. Oh, you want the season pass, the battle pass or season pass, whatever they're going to call it? That's $10. Oh, you want the next one also? $10.
Yeah, I
You're going to be
expect
paying
that,
Yeah,
more
but
but
money
you
to
don't
get
have
that
to.
game.
You don't have
that's
to
all
buy it.
live service games now.
I know.
It's
Why do you think I don't
Yeah,
play them?
it's called self-control. It's called a little
Yeah.
bit of self-control.
Yeah, hey, well, no. I get that. You ask all the children that buy that pay for their parents pay for
Fortnite.
Fortnite skins.
No,
Right,
you're right. You're right. And with it being
That's what
Marvel
I'm getting at.
superheroes as well, that's a very easy way to get kids into another thing that's going to want. They're going to want their
Think of
parents to
all
spend
the
another 20, 30 bucks
variations.
every month. You are right there.
Look,
Think of all the
shut up, look,
variations of all the
ponies get
superheroes and
Spider-Man.
all the skins that they're gonna sell.
Oh,
It's
wow.
You
massive.
get an
I get that.
exclusive
For my car-
Spider-Man skin if you have a PS
Oh, it's just a
Sony,
skin.
the PS5. You get a Spider-Man skin.
Yeah,
Is it
even
just the skin or
Spider-Verse
is
skins
Spider-Man not
coming soon
exclusive
for
to-
$19.99.
So what you're saying is, Ray, that all the people that have a PS5 will get that skin and then never touch the game again. Is essentially what's going to happen. They're going to play the game just to get that skin and then never play the game ever again.
I think the game looks good. I'm giving it a go.
I personally,
I'm gonna
think
give it a
looks
go.
fun.
I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go.
You know, what
well-
would be absolutely crazy if they did
It's-
DC and Marvel in that game.
It
Get some
I
Marvel
think
versus Capcom going. Come on.
I think it's funny that we like shit on like Overwatch and
Well,
how
I was
like
just about to go back to Concord.
well I was just gonna
actually, David.
Ray was like, I was
Concord,
gonna move along, not circle back.
He has on the list, and not only is Rivals has a beta, but Concord has a beta coming out August 23rd. So you're gonna be playing the beta? And go ahead on, David. I'm gonna give it to you.
I was just gonna say, I think Maker was about to make this point. So, were you gonna say it's funny how we were shitting on Concord so heavy? 'Cause
no.
I was
It's
thinking
well,
that,
I think,
but-
but I think the difference is that Overwatch is free to play. Like Overwatch 2 came out and it was completely free to play. Concord is not. Marvel Rivals is also free to play. I was just gonna say, like my brother like still plays Overwatch. Like I saw him yesterday log in and play like a match of Overwatch. So there's people still playing Overwatch, despite like everybody like saying like how it died and stuff.
You
like
guys
that.
still on Concord and Overwatch? Oh my goodness!
No,
what
we're
what
on Marvel Rivals right now.
decorum in the court?
Hey,
But yeah,
Rue, can you fix?
that's all I was gonna say.
Panel cheeses, man.
Netflix and Minecraft is in the title. Who's going to be watching Minecraft on Netflix?
Not me. I'm watching.
Wait, was that a reveal that happened this week? What?
Yeah.
Check it out. I might watch it a little bit of it.
Probably check that out.
Yeah, Netflix is getting Minecraft.
Yeah, if Netflix stops costing 20 quid a month, I'll consider it.
It's an animated series, so I'm sure everybody is going to be itching to watch this one.
Evan's gonna watch that.
Is there a trailer for it?
There is a 20-second teaser posted by the Netflix Twitter account, and it just shows the Minecraft landscape in a lava setting and then a crawler walking by.
A creeper.
A creeper. Whatever. I don't know the names of these things. I think that's cool to see. I like Netflix doing stuff with different IPs, and I think that means we may see Minecraft even come on to Netflix.
Well, we do know there's a Minecraft movie in the works, right? Like a live action.
Yes, with Jack Black.
Live action.
Yeah, whatever you want to call, if that's what you want to call it, live action. I'm not really understanding the term, but that's what they're claiming it is. But yeah, Jack Black. So it seems that Minecraft will just get even more popular, at least until Epic decides to make a Fortnite movie.
Now, the next one I wanted to talk about was the power of subscriptions. Okay, Immortals of Avium was currently, or before April, was 291 on the list of ranked games. But now that it became on subscription, it jumped up to the 10th most played game in the US.
I got hooked. I'm hooked. I
It's
definitely
fun.
agree because I was looking at the game, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to pay whatever the $60, $70 to get the game. With the subscription, oh my God, I'm enjoying the story. I'm enjoying the game, and I'm glad that I do have Plus. Good.
What do
It's
you
about the
guys
gameplay.
subscriptions obviously have some sort of power over what people play. This is a big shout out for that. Sometimes I think these subscriptions don't even matter too much, but every time I feel a AAA game that's within the last year releases, people want to get into it, people jump into it, and this just shows. I mean, that subscription power is huge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't pay for
I
a
Yeah,
subscription.
it's like instead of paying £60, you could just pay £5 once just to try out the game. If you like it, and you want to save money, you can wait. You can wishlist it and wait for it to go and sell. It's a great way to like just dip your toes into it, or maybe you'll play the whole game within that 1 month. It's really great value.
hmm
Yeah, that's how I feel like that I really enjoy about subscriptions. I mean, like Chance of Sonar was it came with Game Pass, and I I enjoyed that game a lot. I mean, enough to get all the achievements for it. So like I love this kind of like where you get to try these games with the subscription, and that's why I love PS Plus and Game Pass.
Yeah,
I
PS
agree.
I
Plus is
wish they
definitely great.
I think it depends on how they push you to it. If they push you to it because the game is outrageously priced, like say Star Wars for Ubisoft, or and they're pushing you to their service, I don't really like that. But it is nice, and it is a great value to not have to spend full price on a game to check it out. And you also get, there's reasons for the subscription service. There's all other types of games that you can play, but I just think it's depends on how it's implemented. This seems good.
Also, I don't know about you guys, but I judge like the price of the game is also how I judge the game as well. Like if I paid like £50 for a game, um, I have like this mental picture in my mind where I have to get £50 worth of value from the game, otherwise I
Yeah.
hate it. Even if the game is fun, I need to get that value of £50, otherwise I feel like waste my money. But if you pay for
hmm
subscription, the price is so low. You're like for me, it's like okay, I paid only £5, and I think I'm getting way more value out of it, and I like the game more because of it. The game hasn't changed, but just the pricing, and that affects my rating of the game in my head. I don't know if that's the same for you guys, but that's how it's always been
No,
for me.
no,
A
I did the
hundred
same
percent.
thing with Hellblade 2.
I did
I
that with
got done.
Starfield.
I got done within 5 hours, and I'm saying, thank God I didn't pay $50 for this.
I only
um,
got Game Pass back because Doc and Callie were hounding me to play Dead by Daylight for a couple of weeks straight. Ended up getting Game Pass back, and because of it, I've now been playing all my Game Pass games again. I've been playing Wreckfest with you guys. I've been playing Battlefield. I've got to try out Immortals of Avium. I wouldn't have bothered otherwise, and I only got it for Dead by Daylight. I only got it because I didn't want to pay 20, 30 quid for Dead by Daylight. I just wanted to play it with my friends for a couple of weeks, and I've got all of this value out of it. It's basically free to play all the other games. You know
Okay,
what I
it's
mean?
not free. You pay a price, all right?
No, but
Let's
listen, no,
not
no,
say
but listen,
subscriptions are free.
listen,
What
You
he's
gotta
listen.
saying
pay
is
for
he
No,
paid a
me.
price for
listen.
admission
My
for one
point is,
day and
my
saying
got way
point
what
more
he's
is, if
value.
saying.
I have decided to pay £10 for Dead by Daylight access for a month, and then because of that, I also get access to 100 other things that I spend time playing, those things in my mind come across as free because I only paid £10 for Dead by Daylight. All the rest is a bonus. I'm not saying it's literally free, but I in like Jem said, oh, to him instead of paying 50 quid, he paid a fiver. Well, in my mind, I paid nothing to play Immortals of Avium this month because I paid a tenner to play Dead by Daylight, and as a bonus, I got Immortals of Avium. It was a bonus, completely free in my mind. It isn't literally. I paid for Game Pass, but I only paid for Game Pass for Dead by Daylight access.
Well, touche.
Shot David. Shot David. Good
Let's
job.
move on to the next one. Getting through the list here. I wanted to get your guys' opinion. Stellar Blade ranked first in the U.S. in sales in any month is a great achievement, but in April it hit the lowest sales. So do you think that the game is still a success to hit first in the US in March? Or do you think it's a failure because it then sunk to lowest sales in April? Keep in mind, this is the first game from Shift Up, and having your game ranked first, I think, is a great achievement. But Go Panel, what do you think?
I just
If
want
you
to say,
top the
JD,
charts, you top the
JD,
charts.
my
It's as simple as that.
JD, one of my good PlayStation friends that he streams Stellar Blade. I just want to tell him that it's okay to put baby doll clothes on your character and dress her up and stuff. It's okay. It's nothing to be ashamed of. All right, I just
What
want
is
to put
a
that out there.
fighting game?
I just wanted to put that out there. Just want to put that out there.
Know what you do in your spare time, Ray. Come on now.
Just wanted to put
Ray,
that out
first
there.
of all, those are costumes, and if he was a real Stellar Blade player, he would play in the skin suit because it gives you no shield. Just saying.
Oh my god.
And it has a photo mode, so we should have seen
Oh
the
my
evidence.
It
God.
has no photo mode, SPG. Don't get me
No.
started on that. Or else more stuff would be happening.
Dude, you know guys are taking those. You know guys are taking those thumbsticks. They're taking those thumbsticks and they're trying to get underneath the women's bosoms and all between the butt cheeks
You
to
know-
take photos. Let's
you
keep
know-
it
you know
real.
there's a game-
Let's keep it
It's
real.
a spooky
It
ghost.
sounds
know
like
the
it's
game.
time to mod the game. That's what I
Hold on.
think.
So the fact that Ray brought that up and said exactly what everyone's doing, you already know he's doing that as well.
I don't even have the game. I don't have the game. And if I did have the game,
Well, look,
I'd
he's
make sure my
probably-
wife would sleep while doing it. Wait a minute.
All right,
Hold
all
up.
right. Well, do
Sounded
you
awesome,
think
bro.
that it's a success or failure that it sunk the next month, although topping the charts the first
Stellar
month?
Blade is a success. Stellar Blade is a success because of it's the buzz. The game got a lot of buzz, man. It got a lot of buzz, and it was a very popular game. I actually enjoyed the demo, and I was not looking at the jigglies. I'm just saying, I
Listen,
enjoyed the
All I'm saying
gameplay.
is
I
that
enjoyed
some of
the
these
gameplay
gamers should
over
be
the
brought up
jigglies.
on charges. Okay.
I don't even know if if I can believe that you weren't looking at the jigglies. The fact that you're bringing it up.
I just.
All right, all right.
Let's change the subject.
I mean,
Let's-
I wanted to say.
Go, Maker.
Yeah, I just wanted to briefly say, I think Stellar Blade is considered a success just because the studio is potentially looking into a sequel. They wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't a success. As to how much of a success it was, that you could take it different ways. Like maybe it's not selling as the best, but it's still selling well enough where they made their money back and stuff of that nature.
I think so as well. I look forward to DLC. I'm currently on the final boss right now. So I'm set to close out the game shortly. It is a great game. It has elements of Sekiro. I like that it rewards you for perfect dodges and perfect blocks. The boss mechanics really cool. I love the boss arenas where you just fight these giant things that are smashing everything. It's a fun, entertaining, fast game, and I give it 2 thumbs up.
Interested now.
But let's talk about the next topic in the title before we run out of time here. Daily marijuana use outpaces daily drinking use in the U.S., a new study says. So that's right. Throw your bottles in the recycling can. Pot is the new trend. All right, everybody. I love to see it. I hope that it spreads all across the world.
Drugs are bad, kids. Drugs are bad.
Listen,
Drugs.
this
Can
is
I just
all
say
I
that
have to
this
say
message
about
is
this.
sponsored by Mary's Tea.
Listen,
Hey.
this is all I have to say about this. In the United States, I would rather walk into a room with 9 to 10 people blitzed out on marijuana than to walk in that same room with everybody all hyped up on liquor. It's a very different vibe.
Hold on.
And
This
I would.
entire panel would be amazing if we were all liquored up. Come on now, we all know that.
We've tried that before.
Listen, bro, let's be honest. Okay, we've had liquored up panels and we've had smoked up panels, and I know which ones are a lot more safe to have online.
Some are more
frankly.
digestible by the audience. Do you understand? What I'm saying?
Some also don't take 2 days to recover from.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not my. Hey, look. Just because you guys are all old, it's not my fault. You take 2 days to recover. Some of us can handle our liquor.
I just want to say I was
What?
I was
Bet,
driving-
where were
I was
you,
driving
bro?
My car. I was driving my car and I stopped at the light. A lady rolled down her window and she blew the kush in my face because my window was down. And whew, man, that was some
Ray,
good
that
bud.
sounds
Anyway,
a lot like I hit it but didn't inhale.
Yeah.
that was some good stuff she was smoking. All right, I'm done.
Listen, I think this is great to even see because alcohol is legal in every state, right? And cannabis is not. And the fact that it's outpacing, I mean, is really good to see. I hope that they just move forward and legalize it across the United States, Mexico, and the world. I'm really pushing for this because obviously, if people are given the choice, they seem to gravitate more towards that Chiba Chiba. And that's what I like to see.
It's about time it's
Nothing
treated
else.
at least the same as alcohol. Alcohol
Yes.
withdrawals, DTs, are incredible and can kill you. You can
Look,
become
look,
so
look.
chemically dependent on
Just give me the
alcohol
bottle.
that it
Somebody give me a
literally
bottle.
kills
Hey,
you.
look.
You can't
No,
do that
Ray.
with marijuana.
Not
Can't we have
Ray.
both?
I'm
Why
not
can't we
Frank,
just
but
do
like,
both? Why can't we
I,
just
hey,
smoke
hold
and
up,
drink at
hold
the
up,
same time?
hold up. Let the drunk speak.
Hey, a lot of
Vet,
people do, Ray.
You don't drink
Call
or
my
smoke.
cousins.
Why don't I get a say in this? I like alcohol. I think that's good for you. Nobody said hookah
Although
is
it
bad.
is a sign
Hey,
of the
do
times.
they make the voices in your head louder or quieter? I'm just curious.
No, when
You
I
mix
drink,
your
the voices.
drugs with your drink.
Okay, no, I don't mix drugs with my drinks. When I drink, the voices usually are outspoken. Then, so what usually is held inside comes out verbally. So I'm in all I don't remember now. I lost
Go
where I
ahead
was
and
going with that.
self. Vet, it's
Where am I?
okay.
A
Self
sign of the
suck.
times. It
Vet,
definitely
it's
is.
okay.
But it is also
Self
worth
suck, Vet.
saying.
Nobody's
I'm not.
watching. Go ahead and do it.
Hey.
Yes,
I
The
don't
Wilson,
care.
what do you
I'm
want
not
to say
saying.
here?
should be the one to say that everything should be in moderation. Cannabis is 10 times safer than alcohol, but everything should be done in moderation.
think-
Man,
Everything
look,
Ron
is risky
Slusher,
to
with that
Wow.
comment, I'd buy a PS5. If they had a marijuana state of play,
Look,
PS5 would have my
for
money.
all those in chat, if you want to drink,
Where's
I say
Blunt
go
Man
for
and
it.
Chronic? The video game, by the way.
Yeah,
Come
where
on.
did that go? That was supposed to be released on Stadia. Never
Yeah.
happened.
That should be
I'm
released
just saying,
somewhere.
look, if you guys can smoke your reefer, I'm just saying, if you want to drink and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, just go ahead, take a swig. It's nothing
All
wrong
right,
with that.
moving on to the next topic. Thanks for that advice there,
I
Vet.
just wanted that to be the final thought.
I think we should go back to talk about Concord.
Exclusive TikTok.
No more Concord.
TikTok is preparing a US copy of the app's core algorithm. That's right. We're going to get a TikTok US. And I guess it'll be a new app people will be logging into, and they're straight up copying it to capture the US information. How do you guys feel about TikTok? Will you be
Will it be called
downloading TikTok US? What's going on?
I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb.
Controlling people's minds and having access to the metadata. That's all it is.
You gotta love how they're still finding a way to maintain control over the U.S. population.
Well,
Yeah.
essentially that is
look,
what it is. New regulations so they
it
don't get
is,
banned.
it
right?
is.
That's what they're aiming to
Bring
do.
back
It's new
MySpace
regulations
and Vine.
specifically for
Bring
US
back
users so they
MySpace
don't get
and
banned.
Vine.
Nothing
Bring
is
those
going
back.
to-
Let's bring
look,
those back.
That's true,
look.
Sanchez. The article did talk about people not actually smoking but consuming gummies or edibles on the daily. But yeah, absolutely. I just think that
here's
people
the
should be
thing.
given the choice.
Well, here's the thing, though, with the TikTok thing, since I thought that's what we were talking about, not drugs, because drugs are bad. Okay. Anywho,
Oh,
The corporations already control us.
Yes.
I
yeah.
don't know. You tell me. You work for the government.
Hey, those corporations leave me alone as long as I take their medicine.
Sorry,
What-
I couldn't
what-
resist that one.
I don't understand how that was an
Yeah.
insult. You are
Hey,
employed.
pay well.
It doesn't matter. I don't understand it either, Rue, but it apparently was a good one, so I'm taking credit for it.
All right, so no one has thoughts on TikTok. How about other people's children? New York plans to ban smartphones in schools, allowing basic phones only.
Man, I
Um,
thought we were getting ready to
Basic
ban
phone.
other people's children. I was getting excited for a minute.
No, we're
Damn
not.
it.
Yeah,
If
damn.
you're a
No,
kid
here's
who
the
brings
thing.
a basic phone, you're getting bullied straight up.
no,
here's the
I
thing,
think this
though.
is
Look
this
at
is the perfect thing to do because
They're gonna be calling you a basic bitch. I've been to school. I know what bullying is.
Hey,
Yep.
hey, hold up. My daughter still calls me that. I mean, granted, it's because I take pictures of food and she just calls me,
It-
she
It's
bullies me all
probably
the
because
time.
you still got a Nokia phone.
I don't have a
I agree
Nokia.
with
I have a
Jim on this
Motorola.
one.
Hey, Jim, I have a Motorola.
what you
Star
think
X
people with
with
basic phones will be
86
bullied?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, heck
They
yeah.
are.
Yeah,
Hell
They
yeah.
already
yeah.
are.
All you got is
Android?
that
Are
basic
you a
phone.
peasant? You have
Even
an
if you get
Android? Are you a
Yeah, exactly. You have to have an iPhone. It has to be iPhone, and the
Yeah, it's got to be
numbers
the
are better.
$1,800 one, or you're going home with a
Hey,
black eye.
I mean, I
look,
make fun of my
If
dad
you
too,
I was
having
the
a
one
flip
who was
phone.
most
if
recently
you
at
go to
school out
school
of
with
all
a
of us.
Vision
And if you
Pro,
take it to
you are
school,
a
you
stud.
will come home with a black eye and missing the phone.
If you
But no other kid gets
if
to
you
have a
are phone
phone.
shame, call 1-800-555 for phone shaming. If you
Yeah,
get phone shamed.
I think
So
this
you mean
is
phone shame?
this is a
years
good
Wait,
ago
what?
idea.
was actually
I'm
the
so
year I
confused.
finished.
You don't know
8 years
kids
ago
if
was when I finished school,
you
and
don't
although
Wait,
there was
Wilson,
no
you went to
law
school?
against
Just
smartphones, there was no law like
um
what's happening in New York. You were not allowed to have a phone in school. No one was allowed to have a phone in school.
Well,
It's
that's
kind of like
you know
how
why they want
America,
no
you
phones.
guys don't have to wear
you know
uniforms, but
no
all of
seriously on a
our public schools have
serious
uniforms. It's just a part of
serious note
authoritarian.
Is it
serious note
though?
I had to
No,
deal with
it's
that. I had to deal with that because before COVID, when Evan was in middle school, um, we didn't get him a phone, and there was a group of kids that like, "Where's your phone?" Oh, and Evan had to say it's in my backpack and stuff, and so he used to beg and beg and beg and beg and beg, and he says, "Man, kids are making fun of me. They're teasing me because I don't have a phone." So eventually, we got him a phone, and now he's use it during class while the teacher's talking. So phones are bad. I don't
I
think they
used to
should be
tell
in
kids at
school.
my school, my pager's in my backpack. It's in my locker.
They should be focused on the teacher and what they're learning.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna put them in, if you're doing that, why even bother having? If they're gonna be allowed to have phones, why even bother putting them to school? You know damn well if you have a phone, you're not paying attention to
Hey,
anything.
hey, that phone is not going to indoctrinate them as well as a teacher in a classroom. They have to go.
Look. This is.
It's
I'll
the
give
law.
you you want to know the real reason? They're gonna take away the phones. That way, they have no way to prevent these kids from, learning whatever the fuck they want to learn or teach.
Hey,
It's a-
I completely disagree. I had phones
well,
back when I was in school,
And
and
look what
I
happened
think
to
I
you.
think
Look at
I,
you.
look.
Look at you.
I think it's the responsibility of their parent to teach them the use
Yeah,
of
but
technology.
your phone only had a calculator on it. And you
yeah,
could call
back in
people.
our
Hey,
day, our phones didn't have
He
apps.
went in the
We didn't even
bathroom
have
I had
and
phones
did
in my
selfies
day.
with
Hey,
his
look.
phone.
I played the shit out of Snake on my phone. Don't,
He was.
Look.
I
Since
had
you
a
went to school,
pager.
hey,
When I
Maker.
didn't have a phone, I had a pager.
All right,
Listen, you had
guys.
a phone when were you in school? What, like 5 years ago?
That's the time we have for today's download. I'm gonna go through each content creator, give a shout out to what you're doing this week and what you were up to and where people can find you. Callie, what's going on? Let the people know.
Tonight I'll be streaming some Chivalry 2 at 9 p.m.
Oh,
Mountain
yeah.
Time. So come on down and we'll try out using Epic because it's free.
Nice. And we got David Wilson.
I'll be smoking reefer.
Hey, it's worth shouting out, Kelly. Yeah, go claim Chivalry 2 on Epic while it's free. It's free for everyone right now. Really fun game.
Yeah,
I got nothing else to
Don't
shout
lie to
out.
the
Just go watch
audience.
all these lovely people's streams.
I'm gonna smoke reefer. My name's Wilson.
All right, Jem, what are you up to this week?
I'll tell you what I'm not going to be up to. I'm not going to be playing Concord.
Not yet, at
Sorry,
least,
Marvel
because it
Rivals.
releases August 23rd.
No, but I want to get into multiverses with you guys. So yeah, give me an invite after this.
Nice, for sure. Maker, what are you going to be up to?
probably finishing up Hellblade and getting ready for the Elden Ring DLC. But catch me on Twitter and in the Discord, Maker of Chaos 12.
All right, and SPG.
I'm doing nothing, man. I'm getting back to my my hobby, which is having surgery. That'll be Wednesday.
Damn.
And I'll be
Trust the
recovering
surgery,
from
okay.
that.
Hope that penis enlargement works out, bro.
Hey,
Wow.
yeah, never mind.
Did it work
okay.
for you, Ray?
I was gonna say,
I
your
don't
mom
wanna
didn't
get
surgery.
complain about the last enlargement.
I don't want to get the surgery if it didn't
Ray's
work
the
for
one
you.
who's donating them.
Open your mouth and find out, vet. Open your mouth and find out.
But that's all I've got going on. No Diddy.
All right. And Ray, what do you got going on?
Yo, tomorrow night a Wreck Fest, and then I'm gonna do some of that Rogue Prince of Persia on Sunday, and then Monday, damn, did that. That's and then I'm gonna do Marvel Midnight Suns. I'm gonna get back in that because I have not finished that game. Somebody requested to finish it, and I'm gonna do it. Peace.
Nice. And Vet, what's been going on?
I'm on vacation still, so no streams. I'm just sitting in here with these reefer hooligans and whatnot. But I join in if I'm able to. I'll be back to streaming after June 8th, and then in August I go back on vacation again to the beach for a week, and then I'll be back to a full-time stream schedule.
Nice. Well, thanks, panel, for hanging out. We're going to play
Thank you for
out
the
with
invite, as always.
Miss Phoenix's Akuchi Fly. We'll check you
Wow.
guys on the next download next week.
She's the queen of the night, nobody can contest. In the spotlight, she's the center stage. Her moves so smooth, she's all the rage. With confidence and style, she owns the floor. Miss Phoenix got that country fly score. She's got the sass, she's got the swag. Every step she takes, it's like a victory lap. She's a diva, yeah, a superstar with charisma. You can't help but follow her.
This is a banger for sure. Thanks, everyone, for coming and hanging out on the download this week. Next week, we'll be back at the same time.
She's got the sass,
See you guys later, and have a good one.
swag. Every step she takes, it's like a victory lap. She's a diva, yeah, a superstar with charisma. You can't help but follow her.
GG's, Miss Phoenix. They put me up to this, I swear.
Her name is Phoenix. She's
All right,
country
take care,
fly.
everybody.
Her strut so fierce makes the boys go wild. Oh my gosh.
Grove. 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 Why try to believe in me? Why try do I even need to? I die with the season leaves. I glide with the season breeze. True, my mind so easily spooked. I ride just to be the me who finds hype super decently smooth. Nice tide, but it's sick as beats. Groove, 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 groove. Wanna cut a pussy in a box up. Gonna get some pussy in a hot tub. Would you be a goodie as a toss up? Never pay pussy as a